Hey, live for more time. Testing out the camera again, testing out the connection because the last video was just horrible. But hey, in this video, I'm just going to talk about my voting experience. How was your voting experience, your early voting experience so far? How was it? Did you stand in line for hours or what? Well, in my case, it was pretty pleasant. It took 30 minutes to vote. So I'm in Cobb County, Atlanta, and there are some places that are in East Cobb County where it was like an hour and a half long. But at the tip of Cobb County, at the furthest the furthest southern point of Cobb County is Six Flags. So Six Flags actually had a in the epicenter at Six Flags. There was a polling station there. Very pleasant, easy breezy. We went early in the morning. So if you're in Cobb County, either go to Austell or go to Mableton to vote early, especially. So, I think that depending on, of course, if you go on the weekend, some of those polling stations are closed. So try to get there early in the morning, or get there, in some cases, get there later in the afternoon as well. I would say, especially if you're in Cobb County, go to the, if you do a Google search for Cobb County early voting, then you'll actually be able to pull up the wait times as well as all of the areas where you can go vote at. So that's going to be important. But mapping out those wait times and mapping out when those polling stations are open or closed, depending on whether it's the weekend or not, is very important. So definitely map out your early vote. Just don't decide to get up one day and say, hey, I'm going to vote, because you may end up in a situation where you're waiting there for hours at a time. And we don't want to deter the public. We don't want anyone deterred away from voting. So it's important. Every county should have a wait time estimator at this point. And that wait time estimator is very important in being able to allow you to plan out when you should go vote. So literally for the last maybe 3 or 4 days, I had looked to see what the wait times were at various times throughout the day to decide whether I wanted to wait until the afternoon or whether I wanted to actually go early in the morning. And that's when I kind of realized that, okay, if I go early in the morning and go to this specific polling station, then cool, I can vote and I can get in and out. So the only catch with going to the southern part of Cobb County was it took 25 minutes for me to get there, but I would rather spend that 25 minutes riding in the car than 25 minutes standing up waiting at another polling station. Right. And the closest polling station to me actually was, like I said, it was an hour and a half wait plus. So, yeah, that's my advice. Hopefully everyone else had great voting experiences so far. To the people who haven't, definitely, I appreciate you going out and exercising, I would say, your civic duty, but it's your patriotic duty at this point to go out and vote. So to everyone who hasn't voted, if you plan, then you won't have to stand in line long. Literally, it took me 30 minutes to get in and go through the whole process and get out. Right. And I know for Cobb County specifically, your ID, the address on your ID does not have to match your voter's registration. But that paper that I filled out, what you write down as far as your address on that paper, does have to match your voter's registration. So as long as, in Georgia, as long as there's a name match and a signature match, that's the main thing that they're looking for. The address doesn't have to match on your ID. It doesn't have to match your current voter registration address. So hopefully all of that has been updated. If not, just make sure you jot down the address that it was on your voter's registration at the time when you filled it out. And you can check that online as well. All right, that's it. Talk to y'all later.